Welcome to the fourth lecture of the course Metrology and Machine Tools. In this lecture, we will discuss about the single point cutting tool angles and tool signature. The principal angles of single point cutting tool. The most significant terms in the geometry of a single point cutting tools are relief angles, or you can call it as a clearance angles. So there are two types of these clearance angles: side relief angle and end relief angle. Cutting edge angle. Cutting edge angle also classification to two types: side cutting edge angle, end cutting edge angle, and the next one is a rake angle, back rake angle, and side rake angle. Next one is the nose radius. So these are the total 7 elements. These 7 terms are the very important in case of the geometry of a single point cutting tool. Before you are selecting the cutting tool for a given operation, you have to check the values of all these 7 parameters. So that's why these 7 parameters are called as a significant terms in the cutting tool geometry. Now we'll see one by one. First one, relief angle or clearance angle. The angle between a plane containing the end surface of a cutting tool and a plane passing through the cutting edge in the direction of cutting motion. This is known as the clearance angle or relief angle. We'll see one by one. What is a side relief angle? So side relief angle, you can call it as a side clearance angle. The angle between the portion of a side flank, the angle between the portion of a side flank immediately below the side cutting edge. The portion of a side flank immediately below the side cutting edge. That means here the side flank. This is the side flank. This is the side flank, which is immediately below the side cutting edge. So this one is the side cutting edge. This one is the side cutting edge, and the portion immediately below the side cutting edge. This is called as a side flank. So the angle between the side flank and the line perpendicular to the base of the tool. So the line perpendicular to the base of the tool. So this is about the side clearance angle or side relief angle. This is about the side relief angle. So here, this one is this line. This one is the side flank, and this is a line which is drawn perpendicular to the base of the cutting tool. So this is about the side relief angle. If you observe here, so this one is a side flank, and this is a side flank, and this is the line which is perpendicular to the base of the cutting tool. So this angle is known as the side relief angle. We can call it as a side clearance angle. Next, end relief angle or end clearance angle. The angle between the end flank, and the line perpendicular to the base of the tool. So here the angle between the end flank and the line perpendicular to the base of the tool. Here this is the end flank, and if I draw one line from this point perpendicular to the base of the cutting tool. So this is the base. If you observe, this end flank is not perpendicular to the base of the tool. It makes some angle. So that's why this angle is known as the end relief angle or end clearance angle. So this here, this is the end flank. This one is the end flank, and this is the line which is perpendicular to the base. So this is about the end relief angle or end clearance angle. Next, coming to the cutting edge angles. The angle between the face of the cutting tool and the surface of the work is called as a cutting edge angle. Again, there are two types of the cutting edge angles. One is a side cutting edge angle. The angle between the side cutting edge and the side of the tool shank. The angle between the side cutting edge and the side of the tool shank is called side cutting edge angle. Here, this one, if you observe in the diagram, side cutting edge angle. This is the side cutting edge angle. The angle between the side of the side cutting edge and side of the tool shank. So this is the side cutting edge. This one is the side cutting edge, and this is the side of the tool shank. This one is the side of the tool shank. This one is the side of the tool shank. So here these two are not in the same line. These two are not in same line. So that's why the angle between the side cutting edge and side of the tool shank is called as the side cutting edge angle. This. So here, this is the side cutting edge angle, side cutting edge. If you see from top view, this diagram, you will get this shape. This is the side cutting edge, and this is the side of the shaft. So the angle between these two are called as a side cutting edge angle. Next one is end cutting edge angle. So what is the meaning of end cutting edge angle? The angle between the end cutting edge and a line perpendicular to the side of the tool shaft. So here end cutting edge angle means the angle between the end cutting edge. Oh, let's see here. This is the end cutting edge. This one is the end cutting edge, and a line drawn perpendicular to the side of the tool shaft. Side of the tool shaft. So here, this is the side of the tool shaft. If I draw one line from this point to this shaft, so we'll get the one angle. This one here, if you observe, this is the end cutting edge angle. This one, end cutting edge angle. The angle between the end cutting edge and a line perpendicular to the side of the tool shaft. So here, so this is the end cutting edge angle. I'm going to draw one line. Actually, this is the side. This is the side of the shaft. Just I'm going to extend this side. This is the side. If I draw one line, this one is the end cutting edge, and I draw one line perpendicular to the side of the shaft. Perpendicular to the side of the shaft. So this angle is known as the end cutting edge angle, because all these cutting edges, end cutting edge and side cutting edge, are not straight. It makes some angle. So slope lines those are. So that's why we are going to get some angles here and there. So this is called as a end cutting edge angle, and this one is called as a side cutting edge angle. So this is the end cutting edge, and this one is called as a side cutting edge angle. The side cutting edge angle. Next one, rake angles. The angle of the cutting face related to the workpiece is known as the rake angle. Rake angle provides a smooth flow of chip over the tool surface. Here, over the tool face. Once after cutting this material from the workpiece by using this end cutting edge, the chip are to be flow along the face. So that's why here rake angle plays very important role. So that is used for the smooth flow of chips over the cutting tool. Back rake angle. So what is the meaning of back rake angle? The back rake angle is the angle between the face of the single point cutting tool. This means this is the face, and face of the single point cutting tool, and the line parallel with the base of the tool measured in a perpendicular plane through the side cutting edge. Okay, first we'll see. First of all, here you have to concentrate on this word, that is a perpendicular plane through the side cutting edge. Let's see, for example, this is the side cutting edge angle, side cutting edge. I'm going to draw one perpendicular plane to this side cutting edge. Just this is the perpendicular plane. So this is a perpendicular plane to the side cutting edge. Now here, the angle between the face of the single point cutting tool, this is the face of the single point cutting tool, and a line which is drawn parallel to the base. A line which is drawn parallel to the base. Let's say this is the base of the cutting tool. So just from this point, I'm going to draw one line parallel to the base of this cutting tool. So this angle, this small angle, is known as the back rake angle. If you observe this one here in this diagram, so here we are going to draw the one perpendicular plane. This is a perpendicular plane through the side cutting edge, and I'm going to draw one line. This is the line which is drawn parallel to the base of the cutting tool. This angle is known as the back release angle. Back rake angle. Now next one. Here this one. So this is the face of the cutting tool. This one is the face of the cutting tool, and this is the face of the cutting tool, this one. And I'm going to draw one initial, first of all, this is the side cutting edge, and I'm going to draw one perpendicular plane initially, like this, the plane which is perpendicular to the side cutting edge, and this angle is known as the back rake angle. Next one, side rake angle, the angle between the face of the tool and the line parallel to the base of the tool measured on a plane perpendicular to the base and side edge. This one, this angle is called as a side rake angle. So these are the different angles of a single point cutting tool. Let's see here, you will get these angles if you observe the cutting tool in different directions, you will get these angles. Here this is the back rake angle, and this one is the end clearance angle, and these are the side rake angle and the side relief angle, end cutting edge angle, and this is the side cutting edge angle. So you can see these angles. Here this is about the single point cutting tool. As we know that this is the face of the cutting tool, this is the face of the cutting tool, and this is the end cutting edge, and this is about the side cutting edge, and this is the shank, this one is the shank, and this one is the shank, and this is the end flank, and this is the side flank. So this is about the geometry of a single point cutting tool. Now we'll see how to represent the angles. Here we draw one plane which is perpendicular to this cutting edge, and if you cut the cutting tool by using that cutting plane, we'll get some idea about the angles. Now this is about the side rake angle, and this is a side relief angle, and this is the one plane which is parallel to the base of the cutting tool. And if you see from the top view, here this is a side cutting edge angle, this one is the end cutting edge angle, and this is a nose radius. We already discussed about the nose radius while we were discussing about the tool geometry. This is about the nose angle. And if I draw by using another cutting plane, now here this is the back rake angle, and this is the end relief angle. So these are the tool angles, principal angles of a single point cutting tool. Next, coming to the tool signature. So what is the meaning of tool signature? Tool signature is a numerical code that describes all the key angles of a given cutting tool. Already we discussed that different angles are there for the single point cutting tool. If you describe all those angles by using a numerical codes, so that is called as a tool signature. So convenient way to specify tool angles by use of standardized abbreviated system is known as tool signature or a tool nomenclature. So the tool signature of a single point cutting tool consists of 7 elements. So we'll see what are the 7 elements. First one is the back rake angle, side rake angle, end relief angle, side relief angle, end cutting edge angle, side cutting edge angle, and nose radius. So you have to follow the same order only. Don't change the order. So these 7 elements. So tool signature contains all these 7 elements. We'll take one example. Let's say, for example, the question is like this: identify the following tool signature in ASA system. So this is the tool signature given. This is the one tool signature of a one particular cutting tool. So by seeing this signature, we should know that what is the meaning of 8, 12, 6, 6 and all these things. So here the tool signature is, first one is a back rake angle. So if the tool signature is this one, means the tool contains back rake angle of 80 degrees, side rake angle of 12 degrees, end relief angle 6 degrees, side relief angle 6 degrees, end cutting edge angle 6 degrees, side cutting edge angle 10 degrees, and nose radius 1 mm. So like that you should know the each and every values of each and every angles. This is about the tool signature. Thank you.